Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me.
Coach, it is likely the final preseason in this storied building as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right down. Ready?
Now watch one.
Out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. On third and long, it's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now Carr trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And logo. Come on, dude. Five.
On third down, Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Brings up fourth down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Down. You ready?
Hey, pick your game up.
What's up?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, Richard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Monday, down. You want it,
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Find down.
On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Carr going to go on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Finding Green complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
70, Indy.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's Barkley on the counter. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
On the set.
54, right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
Throwing again. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen to throw once more. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter, so get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot, because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
So they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
On the ready. Mike.
57 for Mike. Check tight.
Now Gallman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from under.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They go with Jacobs. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones off the play fake. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
You draw quarters.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On play action, Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kareem Martin, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back to back.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 16. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Stocker's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Open man, it's Stocker. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On first down, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Benson Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw on third down. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, switch gears.
Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Wayne Goldman taking it in. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Throwing Jones. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 99. Check 99.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Ximines make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Allen steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
3 balls.
Snap.
This is Gallman. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
General West.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3.
The Giants take over.
We got this.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Jones throwing on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen operating from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. O'Shane Zimenez. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And the tight end, Luke Stocker, was the target. But it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down, Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 13. Check 13.
Allen. Wide open receiver complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derek Carrier, 34 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion.
Raiders 13. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Here's Jones, throwing again. Looking deep for Elliott. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ready.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ramsey. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You ready?
57, the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Intended for Derek Carrier. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they can't get it, now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. But I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut.